SAC fans, and welcome to the summer edition of the SAC Daily Dose. I'm Christian Straker, and here's your Daily Dose for Wednesday, July 3rd, 2019. So, we're going to get started as we have a new member to the South Atlantic Conference, as the University of Virginia at Wise is now a full member of the South Atlantic Conference as of July 1st. The addition of UVA Wise brings the SAC to 12 full members and is the first expansion since 2013 when Coker and Queens joined the SAC. According to UVA Wise Chancellor Donna Harry, quote, "We are excited to join the South Atlantic Conference. Our college has a traditional rivalry with many of the schools in the SAC, and we look forward to renewing those rivalries and build new ones with the rest." UVA Wise will compete in 13 of the SAC's 20 sports, including football, and we are very excited to have them. They are a public liberal arts institution that offers 31 majors, 36 minors, and 17 teaching licensures. They are the first public institution to join the South Atlantic Conference. So not only are they the first Virginia school, they are also the first public institution, and we are very excited to have them. Welcome to the SAC, UVA Wise, and the Cavaliers. Very excited to have you guys. In some award news, we had 10 student athletes from South Atlantic Conference schools that were named or nominated for the NCAA Woman of the Year Award. They were part of a record 585 female college student athletes that were nominated for this year's Woman of the Year Award. The nominees came from all three divisions, with 131 of them coming from NCAA Division II. Established in 1991, the Woman of the Year Award recognizes graduating female college athletes who have exhausted their eligibility and distinguished themselves in academics, athletics, service, and leadership throughout their collegiate careers. Up next, after these 10 individuals have been nominated for the award from their schools, conferences select up to 2 nominees from the pool of these 10. So we'll have 2 more will come out of this. Will be our nominees that are put forward from the South Atlantic Conference. Those then make up the nominees that come that basically become the next round of nominees that are then narrowed down by the selection committee for the Woman of the Year Award. A top 30 is then chosen, 10 of those coming from each division. They'll determine the selection committee determines the top 3 honorees in each division from the top 30, and then they announce 9 finalists in September. Those 9 finalists then head to Indianapolis in October for the award ceremony, where the 2019 Woman of the Year will be announced. So, as I said, 10 of them coming from South Atlantic Conference. We have Casey Grant from Anderson, Taylor Hayes from Carson-Newman, Claire Niebergall from Lenore Ryan, Lisa Mallerby from Lincoln Memorial, Jordan Harris from Mars Hill, Hannah Scott from Queens, and Josephine Taylor from Queens, Nicole McMillan from Tusculum, Anna Holmquist from Wingate, and Ruza Mazindi from Wingate. So congratulations to these young ladies. Outstanding honor to be nominated for this Woman of the Year Award. And within just a few weeks, we'll have the final 2 from the SAC that will be announced. And then we'll see if they can make it all the way to the top 9 finalists. That'd be fantastic. So congratulations, ladies. We have lots of personnel news to talk about across the SAC. We're going to start over at Mars Hill as Director of Athletics Rick Baker has announced that Adam Williams has been named the new Director of Athletic Communications. Adam has been a member of the Mars Hill Athletic Department since the summer of 2017, serving as the Assistant Sports Information Director. He was promoted to Interim Director of Athletic Communications in the spring of 2019, and he will now be the Director, the full-time. The interim tag was removed. According to Director of Athletics Baker, quote, "Adam has been a great addition to the Athletic Communications Department. Since his arrival in 2017, Adam has improved many facets of the department. His drive, motivation, and skill set will make his contributions invaluable to Mars Hill Athletics," end quote. Congratulations to Adam, and we'll look forward to having you as the full and head Director of Athletic Communications. Also coming out of Mars Hill, Monica Gordy Polizzi has been named the Assistant Athletic Director, as she has previously served as the head coach of the softball team and has been the Senior Woman Administrator. She will now be the Director of NCAA Compliance as well as the Senior Woman Administrator, and she'll oversee much of the athletic department's internal operations. She will, however, step down as softball coach. And according to A.D. Baker, quote, Monica has served Mars Hill Athletics extremely well for 8 years as the head softball coach and 2 years as the Senior Woman Administrator. Her organizational skills and work ethic make her a good fit as the department's new Director of NCAA Compliance. She will be an asset in her new role, end quote. Polizzi was hired as a softball coach back in 2011, and she was named the Senior Woman Administrator in 2016. She also serves as a co-advisor to the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and represents the athletic department on many campus committees, including the Staff Personnel Committee, Career Services Faculty Advisory Board, as well as many others. She is also involved in NCAA committee work, and she will begin a 4-year term on the Division II National Football Committee in September. During her time as the softball coach, she had 2 first-team All-Americans, 14 All-SAC players, as well as the 2014 and 15 SAC Scholar Athletes of the Year for softball. So congratulations to Monica on the promotion. Very excited to have you as a full-time administrator now, although we are sad to see you leave the coaching ranks. It is going to be a great move for her and for Mars Hill. Staying with personnel news, which is pretty much all I've got left to talk about. Over at Lenore Ryan, Kevin Patterson has been named the head men's and women's cross-country and track and field coach. He comes to Hickory from Benedictine University in Illinois, where he was the USTFCCCA Midwest Region Coach of the Year in 2016 and 17, and he developed both the men's and women's programs there into national contenders. During his time at Benedictine, he had 4 NCAA national champions, 4 NCAA national runner-ups, 22 All-Americans, 46 All-Region performers, 53 NCAA national qualifiers. He also had 258 runners that were named All-Conference, 93 NACC individual conference champions, 72 NACC scholar athletes. His men's team finished 4th at the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in each of the past 2 years and had top 10 finishes in the Indoor Track and Field Championships in 2017 and 2018. We are very excited to have Coach Patterson joining the coach ranks here in the SAC and look forward to working with him in the coming years over at Lenore Ryan. Congratulations. Moving over to Newberry, we are welcoming back a familiar face to the South Atlantic Conference as Jason Taylor has been named the Newberry's head men's basketball coach. He'll become the 25th head men's coach in program history over at Newberry. For those of you who are wondering where you've heard that name before and why it sounds so familiar, Taylor rose to prominence as the head coach of Anderson University as he shepherded the program from Conference Carolinas to South Atlantic Conference and led the Trojans to 4 NCAA tournament bids, including an Elite Eight appearance in 2011. He won the SAC regular season title in 2011-12 with a 17-1 league record and set the SAC record for wins and winning percentage, becoming the first team in league history to go 9-0 on the road in conference play. The 26 overall wins set a school record and helped Taylor win SAC and Southeast Region Coach of the Year awards as the Trojans advanced to the Sweet 16 that year. In his 9 seasons at Anderson, Taylor led the Trojans to 6 winning seasons, 4 NCAA tournaments, 4 20-win seasons, and compiled an overall record of 157 and 113. Although he rose to prominence in Anderson, he did not stay there. He had spent the last 4 years over at Tennessee Tech, where he was an associate head coach. He helped the team to a pair of 19-win seasons, and the third most Ohio Valley Conference wins behind perennial NCAA tournament contenders Belmont and Murray State. We are very excited to hear that Jason is back in the SAC. and great news for Newberry getting him after the retirement of, or not retirement, as Coach Dave Davis moved on to other duties. And we are very excited to have Jason back. So welcome back, Jason. We look forward to working with you again. And finally, our last personnel news. This one comes out of our own office, as South Atlantic Conference is pleased to welcome Brittany Olaf will be our new coordinator of strategic communications. She is going to come to the SAC office after completing her collegiate athletic and academic careers at Belmont Abbey College. A 4-year member of the Crusader volleyball team, she interned with the Belmont Abbey athletic communications staff during her time, serving as the social media coordinator from 2018 to 2019. During her time as social media coordinator, she created the Crusader Rundown and helped manage multiple Abbey athletic social media accounts. According to Commissioner Britz, quote, Brittany's experience in the field of athletic communications and as a former student athlete will be an asset to our staff and allow us to continue to better serve our membership. We look forward to her joining our staff, end quote. Brittany will officially join the SAC on August 1st, and we are very, very excited to have her. You will see her probably doing a lot of the daily doses as she has experience running some daily shows like this in her Crusader Rundown, and we'll see a lot of great things out of her in the coming year for sure as our coordinator of strategic communications. So that's going to bring us to everybody's favorite, the famous sports quote. And today, in honor of the U.S. women national soccer team advancing to the finals of the Women's World Cup, I found one that had to do with women's soccer, and this one really stood out to just being a great quote. It comes from Abby Wambach. I've never scored a goal in my life without getting a pass from someone else. Great advice there. It takes a team. It's not just one individual. So we appreciate you watching our summer editions of the SAC Daily Dose. Should just rename it the Weekly Dose for the summer. We hope you like this video. Share it with your friends and family. Also check us out on all our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as we continue to post content to those all over the summer. And if you have or see any news happening in the SAC that we haven't talked about, be sure to share it with us. We'd love to hear your input on what we can do and news we can cover in our next edition of the SAC Daily Dose. Have a great 4th of July, everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and happy 4th of July and enjoys time with family and friends as we honor America and this great country that we live in. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you next time.